Demo time.
So it's demo time. So what we'd like to show you at this point is, a rare treat we're bringing out for you. We're going to show you a little bit from our offline demo, just for the sakes of Murphy's Law not striking us too hard. But just to give you a bit of a feel of what Ember Sword is all about. And Joris is just going to play live, and I'll give the occasional play-by-play commentary. Okay. We're now in a nice little starting village.
This is
and feel free to ask questions.
Yeah, this is a lot of people's first look at this game here, actual gameplay, right? Because a lot of people maybe keep up with some news here or there, but this is looking beautiful. This is looking beautiful.
Joris is already catching some fish, I see.
we do have some questions. Some of them, well, I'm sure you get this one a lot. I don't know if you've mentioned yet, but what blockchain is this running on?
Right. We're running directly on Ethereum, but we're running it on Matic as a sidechain, so the entire game runs on L2, as well as the land sale. So transaction fees should be significantly lower than what you'd normally pay on Ethereum.
Beautiful. I'm sure that there was a big sigh of relief from a lot of people in the audience right now, like especially on a day like today when gas hit 400 Gwei.
Yeah, it's really gotten out of control, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's pretty crazy, but yeah, obviously with a game like this that we want to have operating at the scale it will operate at, and with the level and amount of players it will operate at, it's super important for us to have a solution that's at least decently cost effective and can handle large volumes, as you can imagine. So in the meantime, Joris is now engaging in some little mining, gathering some ore, and you can immediately see some of the twitchy mechanics in motion, right? He's actually deploying special abilities, rolling around, dodging attacks.
Awesome. These abilities on the bottom there, they're like...
Yeah, they're the ones he's triggering, so... There you go. That jump, for example, with a smash down of the sword, that's one of these abilities. There you go. You got some some charge-like abilities, and that spin that you saw there, that's an AoE attack. Just to give you a bit of an idea, essentially the game is entirely skill-based, and that doesn't necessarily mean just purely player skill, but also from the notion that oftentimes in MMOs you have classes and you have particular builds and all that stuff, right? Whereas with Ember Sword, the way it works is you don't get locked into a class, but rather everything is a skill. And if you want to get better at a particular skill, well, you just go practice it. So you want to become a great swordsman, you grab a sword, go out there, go fight, right? You want to become great at woodworking, grab an axe, go cut some wood, go deal with that, right? And as you get better, and yours kind of sort of demonstrating this right now, he's equipped a level 2 sword. As you get better at those particular skills, you get to use higher level gear for those particular sub-skills. And then the interesting thing is also...
Oh, wrecked.
Ooh!
All right,
what could possibly go wrong? Yeah.
Nah, now we know what the regular players can expect, right? It's not easy.
Yeah. You could see the built-in insult already. Like you were killed due to insufficient skills. Good kid. No, it's of course an in-team joke, but yeah, it's a great way to make the game super accessible and easy to get into, because there is a lot of skills for you to learn, which means on the one hand there's tons of things to explore. On the other hand, what weapon you have equipped, you might note, changes your abilities, and those abilities get unlocked based on your particular skill level with that weapon. So it doesn't take too long for you to get to the point where you can fully function in one particular role, let's say, using a sword or a bow or something else, right? So you can get up to speed pretty quickly. You can get to a decent level pretty quickly. and doing so, be able to play along with your friends even at a high level, without having explored the full breadth and scope of the skills that are available in the game. You can already be super useful, and just be having fun soon.
So since those things are upgradable based on merit or hard work,
Uh-huh.
I'm sure they're non-transferable, or what are some of the things that aren't NFTs or tradable?
Yeah. So like the interesting thing is that's what we try to keep really as a sort of a separation of the universes. Um, Things like the look and feel of your weapon, the cosmetics, but also pets, other things, etc. Right? Those are all like NFT, but they don't make you win more, right? They just make you look way more awesome. They imbue a certain authority, and this notion of you being the one that has this unique particular cosmetic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they also carry the history of the weapon, rather than, let's say, the in-game level 5 standard sword, right? So getting a level 5 sword in the game, yes, it takes some work. You need some special minerals, etc. But it's not something that like in a game like WoW or something, you would spend uh, months raiding just to get this one thing that you're going to get, right? Those are the cosmetics in our game. Whereas level 5 sword is relatively replaceable. You can lose a bunch in PvP, if you're if you get murdered, it's okay. You can replace it. But you hang on to the NFTs, to the cosmetics that really define the look and feel of the world. And the same on-chain stuff is true for land, which of course, in the case of owning something like a settlement, a town, or a city, gives you literally the ability to help shape the world, to place buildings that provide facilities that tie into the resources around there, and then benefit from the value being generated there, even to the extent that literally owning land is earning you tokens, is earning you part of the revenue of the game. And the more popular that area that you're operating in gets, generally the more revenues it will yield.